When it comes to rainbows and unicorns, I can never get enough. I don't know about you. Today I'm going to show you how to create a button-covered wood decor item with plenty of the Dress It Up shop buttons, of course. And I'm starting with this little wood form rainbow, and I'm deciding on my button colors. This will help me figure out my paint colors. Now, this project is really simple. Paint, buttons, adhesive, glitter optional. Not a lot of stuff that you have to do, but it is so much fun. And you could make this in so many different colors for so many different occasions. All right, so once I have my 4 button colors and my unicorn, of course, I'm going to start by painting all of these pieces a different acrylic paint color. And I'm actually going to do 2 coats of paint. So while this is sped up, the actual process, the dry time, this doesn't take very long to do, but the dry time does take a while. I'm using a foam brush. You could use a regular paintbrush as well. You could also skip the painting if you wanted to. The reason I am painting, as you'll see as this process goes on, is that it helps accent the buttons. It helps keep everything the color I want to have it without having to double or triple how many buttons I am using. Now I'm just going to go color by color, and actually this color that I think is going to work for blue is actually much closer to green when it's actually on, so I will end up switching those out, no problem, and get all my colors here. Now if you don't have the exact color you want, remember you can always mix and match. You can always do some white paint with, say, some spray stain or something, or mix and match, maybe some watercolor. So you can always get the colors you need. Remember, it is just the base. Once these colors have completely dried, you'll want to start the gluing process. I am using PPA adhesive, which is a clear drying archival adhesive that I use for a lot of this kind of stuff. And I'm just gluing each layer. Now I'm not letting the layers dry in between. I am gluing all of the layers while they are still wet so that they are still movable, so that if I don't have something centered correctly, I can go ahead and fix it. And as you can see, this is going to be super cute. My next step is I do let all of those layers completely dry. In this project, that is going to be what takes the longest, is just letting things dry. And the reason you want to do this is that then everything stays together better, everything goes better. So I'm going to start, you can go outside in, inside out, that's up to you. You'll want some kind of tool, maybe a pick tool of some sort, to help you with your button placement. I decided I wanted all of my buttonholes to line up the same direction so that it was a very clean look when I was done. And for the pink, I ended up kind of rotating one in, one out. And I'm going to do the same for the green and the blue. I'm pouring some out for ease of use. I love these little containers with these micro buttons. They're so much fun and so great to use. So I'm going to go ahead and put them all down and then just use my tool as need be. Again, kind of one to the inside, one to the outside, rotating. And then once I have that done, you guessed it, we'll move on to the blue, and we just keep going. It's honestly really satisfying. It's kind of like a cross stitch or a jigsaw puzzle, setting all these buttons in place and onto the blue. And remember, this is a clear drying adhesive, so there is extra, which is good. I want the extra. That's going to ensure my buttons do not move. That's going to ensure that all of my buttons stay exactly where I wanted them. So onto the blue, and then of course, yes, finish with the purple, and the purple all over the top. Now my unicorn, we had kind of pre-planned this project out, so my unicorn, I already know where that's going to go. And then the only question is if I wanted any other finishing accents once this is done. Now I will tell you, so these buttons all go down, and then once I get all of these guys down, so much fun. I tell you what, I love a good button rainbow project. So once all of these are down, I'm going to add additional adhesive over the blue section, and then I'm going to put my unicorn. Now this is a shank button, so what's going to happen is the shank part is going to go in between the little button holes, or little spaces between the buttons, and that's actually going to help secure this even better. So that's something to remember. You can use that shank of the button to your advantage to place things. Set this aside. Yes, you guessed it. Let this dry entirely before your next step. And what is that next step? Well, you know what? I decided some micro hearts would be really cute here and there on my rainbow in pink. We've got our unicorn, we've got our buttons. This is all just so much fun. And this wood piece, by the way, it's about 2 inches thick. and it makes a really fun bookend. It's cute on a shelf. It'd be cute in a kid's room or an adult's room, whoever might like it. What I am going to do on mine, because I can't help myself, is I'm going to pour a thin layer of liquid adhesive all the way over the sides of the pink sides. And then I'm just going to pour glitter. Now notice I'm working on paper. That's so I can scoop the glitter up and put it back when we're done here. So the glitter all on there. And then you're going to want to leave it alone until the glue dries. I know, I keep saying until the glue dries, but you want to leave it all alone until the glue dries, because that way everything sticks. And then you kind of give it a shake and see, is there anything else I needed here? Was there anything else I wanted to add on? Color-wise, how's my project looking? Am I happy with it? Me, I love the result. I absolutely love how this turned out. Look at the sparkle of the glitter and all those fun buttons and all the different colors. And of course, our star, the unicorn. Absolutely love all of this. You can find all of these buttons at the Dress It Up button shop. There's a link in our profile. Hope you have enjoyed this video tutorial.